Training for me is something that builds both my body and my mind to be the kind of person, the kind of role model I want to be for my wife, my kids, my family. I want my kids to look at me and feel secure. Training is a big part of that. Both by them looking at my physical stature, they should be giving a signal in the back of their brain that they are secure. But as much as mentally, I want them to see me train so they can see how hard I push every time I do that session. Because when they see that, when they grow up, they know what it is to really focus on something and really train hard. And the feeling that gives them, they can take that later on in life and I think accomplish much greater things because they know what you need to do to accomplish something. And if you want to be great, if you want to be something else, you need to push harder than anyone else. And that is not just in training, that comes to everything in life, but I have the possibility to show that through my training. So my training is something I use to build me mentally and physically to be the kind of role model I want to be for my family. It also comes down to this. Training is a big, I think, some kind of stress relief or something where I really feels that I get the work done. My body is exhausted afterwards. My mind calms down. Earlier in life, I had a really deep drug addict. I was drug addicted. So that often comes up when I got nothing to do, when I feel bored, when I feel that something is needed to happen. That is when my mind starting to think about drugs or something, to just something need to happen now. But when I do those hard sessions, when I really take everything I have and put it into that session, afterwards I'm calm. I get the feeling that I really done something. So I don't need to do anything more because I'm done. So my mind is calm, my body is calm, and all those feelings that could come up if I don't do anything, they don't exist anymore. So training is so much for me, as I said, both mentally and physically, to be the kind of man I try to be every day. I need that training because it fulfills so many purposes. So that is why I take it so serious. That is why, and when you see me train, I leave nothing left. And that is also probably one of the reasons I do more than one set per exercise or per muscle group. I do more. I don't really know if it's better to do more. Maybe it just slow down my progress. But as I said earlier, there is not such a thing as the perfect program because if we should look at what is perfect, you need to take so many things into consideration. What do I enjoy doing? What do I believe I need to do? What leaves me with a great feeling afterwards? What can I do with my life? I don't think it should be good for my life to do 6 sessions, because I have 5 kids, a wife, full-time job. It would be hard to get those 6 sessions in, and some days it would just be done without that extra push that I believe is necessary for growth. So for me to find that perfect program, I put everything into consideration and do what I need to do at the moment to still my brain, to make progress, and to feel good about myself. And it's hard for someone to come up with a program without knowing me or know my feelings and say that this is perfect, because only I know what is best for me at the moment. You can have coaches that can guide you in the work of get to know yourself. But in the end, it is only one person that knows what is best for you, and that is you. Sometimes I train 2 sessions per week, and sometimes I do 6 sessions per week. And why? Because I only train when I think I can beat my previous session. So that is pretty much everything that it is based on. I need to feel and believe that I can beat what I did the previous session. Otherwise, I don't think that it gives me enough stimuli to grow. So I always come back to quality over quantity. And sometimes because some kids in my family or my wife are sick, and I don't have the time to fully do a hard session. And sometimes it's because I feel sore, I feel weak, maybe I haven't slept so much, maybe I have not a lot to think about, and that is pretty much what I'm basing those choices on. Once again, it's not about finding that perfect training volume, because I don't think it exists any perfect training volume. I could say that maybe if you are a beginner, you could strive to just train more often, because as a beginner, you will probably, if you are eating a good diet, you will be stronger no matter what you are doing, really. So, and no matter how you are mentally prepared, and no matter how your body is feeling, you will do a better session than last time. But when you have built that foundation and moving up in strength, moving up in size, have a pretty solid training foundation, then it's really all about quality, 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 and push those physically and mentally barriers. And to be able to do that, you must have things set in life. You can't go without any real intention. I would say that if I would go out without any mental preparation, without any warm-up, just go out, take a band and start train, it wouldn't be close to the numbers I do when I'm fully prepared. Because the level is so high that it takes time, for me at least, and this is me, and this is important. Maybe you are different, but this is how I am. I need time to do those things, and I know that, and that's why I take my time. Maybe in the future I will be better and better and better to hit a switch. So I can do it with less warm-up and with less mentally preparation. But that's not where I am right now. Right now I need this, and that's why I give that to me. Today I will do back and hamstring, maybe bicep, but I don't think so. I will focus on heavy deadlift, and that is one of the sessions I'm looking forward to the most right now. Because in the past I have some problem with my back, but since I started with X3, it had really fixed those problems. So now I can go heavy, and I love that feeling. So I'm looking forward to this session. Now I will do my last warm-up set. I will do it with the orange band and the dark gray. And after that I will decide if I will try to beat my previous session where I did 9 reps on this setup, or if I will try the orange band plus Powerforce black band for the first time. That felt really easy. I know it's a big leap from the dark gray to the black band, but as this is for my YouTube channel, I will give it a try. Kom igen nu! That was the first time with orange band plus Powerforce black band. I think I'm maybe could have done 1 or 2 more, but as that was the first time with that kind of tension, I don't want to risk anything. So I have some energy left, so I will go with orange and dark gray after this and try to beat my previous best, although I did this before. Now I'll do a kind of drop set, and this is my muscle building part of the deadlift session. The first one is for strength, make my body able to handle more tension, so I can use that later in this complex to build muscle. So I will do 1 deadlift with orange with Powerforce dark gray, then I will rest about 30 seconds to a minute, and I will do another set with just the orange band, and then I will rest again, short rest, and finish it off with Powerforce black band on under the growth hormone accelerator. So this is what really will induce muscle growth. And the first part is for strength. Kom igen nu! Oh! Oh! I'm pretty pleased with that. It was, I think, the same amount of reps as last time, maybe one more. But as I did that first set with the black band, I'm really satisfied with the deadlift part of the session. So now I will stretch for like 2 to 3 minutes, then rest for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then do some rows. I felt a little bit drained after the deadlift, so I wasn't able to continue. I did pretty much as much full reps as I wanted, but then I just died, so that's why I dropped 2 times. So I got some more volume training. And now it's time for stretching, and then hamstring curl with some reverse squats. I will show you later how that looked like. This is a variation I am doing. This is a hamstring curl. I don't think it's necessary for ordinary people to do that, but as I am to compete, I want to put some direct work on my hamstrings, but it's not necessary if you don't want to stand on stage, or if you don't think that hamstring is a really nice muscle group to have. And I superset that with reverse squats, which I do for my hip flexors. And that is much more for longevity and not hurting myself. And I think it's a nice fit, because I don't need to change the setup or something. I just do one set hamstring curl, and during the rest I do some reverse squats, and I do that like 3 to 4 times back to back. That was a really good set. Get some nice burn on the hamstrings. Now I stretch again, and later on I do some 1 arm lat pull down. This is last exercise for today. It's one of my own, or not my own, but with the band it is. One arm lat pull down. So I do first right hand, left hand. I change, do some rotations. Rotations with my other hand. And then I finish up with some backside shoulder. With some backside shoulder. I don't think that sounds right. It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I do some backside shoulders, shoulder blades, rhomboids, everything that looks so delicious and it's really meaty. Now I'm done. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find something that you can do with your own training. Please subscribe and continue watching.